Meghan Markle and Prince Harry vow to not stay silent. They will get the Beckhams back.
We want privacy. We want privacy.
Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor. The drama that never ends in Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And actually, this one is rather juicy. So we wanted to talk about the Beckhams. This is an older feud that's happened, but it's come back in. A lot of the media is talking about it. And I wanted to play this clip from Lady C, who talked about this the other day. This is from yesterday over on GBN about who left who.
Well, I was told that, in fact, Meghan didn't markle them, they markled her, because David Beckham discovered that Meghan had been spreading the word that he and his wife, particularly actually his wife, had been leaking stories about them, and about her, sorry. And he was so furious that he is the one who has markled her. He evidently confronted Harry and effectively told Harry, you and your wife can take a flying leap. My wife and I don't need to leak stories about you. And I mean, he evidently didn't say it, but the implication was, excuse me, we are at least as famous as you. Why would we condescend to leak stories about you, and worse, your non-entity of a wife?
And so this all took place, you believe, in a conversation between David and Harry? Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was told.
Wow, OK. Phil Dampier, your take on this?
Well, I can well believe what Lady C is saying, Dan. Good evening. I mean, the other factor, of course, is that David Beckham, he absolutely worshipped and adored the late Queen. He was a massive fan of hers. So I wouldn't have thought he was terribly happy about the way that Harry and Meghan treated her. But I think Lady C's right. When we look at the arrival of Lionel Messi the other night and Serena Williams was there and the Kardashians or whatever, it's the other way around now, isn't it? I think Harry and Meghan are the ones who are missing out because they're no longer associated with Posh and Becks, who are probably bigger stars than they are now. So, 100%. They're the ones who are losing the connections. If you cast our mind back 5 years to the wedding, and I still can't believe it's 5 years ago, but all these people turned up, didn't they, these celebrities? And we thought, how do they know all these people? And, of course, the answer is they didn't. So it's hardly surprising that some of these so-called friendships haven't lasted very long.
So there you go. Interesting insight from Lady C and David there about, what's his name? Phil there. Look, I totally believe Lady C. It's someone I definitely want to try to get on the channel someday. That's our goal here on Popcorn Palace, especially. This idea that's out there that the Beckhams are somehow less famous than Meghan Markle and Prince Harry is so offensive. David Beckham is an amazing talent. My God, one of the best football players ever, right? Soccer, football. I'm trying to please to my English viewers. But for real, he's one of the best players ever and clearly played for the longest time and deserved his celebridom. And yeah, dare you say Posh Spice also way more talent than anything Meghan's ever done. Posh Spice, iconic, Spice Girls, hello. What has Meghan and Harry done? I still can't even fathom why these two think they should be in any elite circles near the likes of David Beckham and Posh Spice. Victoria Beckham, I'll be fair. It just blows my mind. So anyway, it's very interesting that this now it's all rekindled again. This drama has come back. This cutting of ties is an older story apparently, but now that it's getting back out there, now the reports are, well, now Meghan and Harry will not stay silent. And they're putting out this idea that they're the ones who were that David and Victoria were the ones leaking things. But Meghan is signing up powerful new friends to fill the void, according to an expert. And the otherwise privacy-loving former actress has no plans to fade into the background. Meghan has been uncharacteristically quiet in the public domain. An anonymous public relations expert chimed to the Daily Mail, but she has powerful new friends, so don't expect that silence to last long. So this is the big deal. Now, this is the thing that we keep hearing, and we're waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and we're all waiting, and we might be waiting for a year for all we know. Honestly, the best power play, not to give them ideas, but for Harry and Meghan, the best play is to literally do nothing for like a good 2 years and just make everyone look like idiots because nothing ever happened. But that's not going to happen because they need to do stuff. And but we're waiting for this big move. Every expert I read on these sites and experts, royal experts, sources, something's coming. I'm waiting. We're waiting. What's it going to be? This idea that she has these powerful friends and don't expect a silence. Like, what does that even mean? What is she going to come out with a quote? They never do that. I mean, I don't see them doing more interviews to bash people anytime soon. Now, they could leak it to someone else, but why wait? It's this whole like, don't expect the silence to last long. Royal commentator Ricky Fitzgerald echoed the publicist's thoughts, knowing the fans should expect something from Harry and the Suits alums soon. It's unclear at the moment what the Sussex plan to do. Don't forget they have always had the capacity to surprise. Having said that, it simply isn't clear. I'm surprised there isn't been more an initiative so far. Like, is this whole thing is just weird to me. They're just waiting for them to do something, which is proving how famous they are. We're all on the edge of our seat. But I don't think they're going to come forward with something to get the Beckhams. That's what all these articles are just sort of confusing to me. But anyway, what's interesting to me is the fact that, yeah, now there's this beef between the two of them, and they have not come to their defense. And again, stemming from this idea that they are the ones that were leaking the sources. Look, the reality is this headline from a couple days ago. They are seeking answers after this huge kick in the teeth. They're reportedly demanding specific names of those responsible for their Emmy nomination sub. Like, they are apparently in damage control mode here, trying to figure out how did they get to this point where they are suddenly not getting the respect that they deem they should have. This is amazing. They are on the hunt for answers after receiving what sources are calling a huge kick in the teeth. Duke and Duchess are searching for an explanation after why they were recently snubbed for the Emmy nominations for their controversial 6-part Netflix series. Maybe because it wasn't actually a documentary. It should have been scripted. All signs reporting towards the couple winning the award after all its record-breaking views, but now sources claim that Meghan and Harry feel that there must be a hate campaign against them for their docuseries to miss out on the award. The show is under consideration for outstanding documentary or nonfiction, saying they were positive the series would win at least one nomination. That's what they need. They need those sweet, sweet nominations. The fact that they didn't get an Emmy nod is a huge kick in the teeth. They're convinced there's been an orchestrated hate campaign against them on both sides of the Atlantic. And certain people are trying to get in on the act. Beckhams, maybe? Look, this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. According to the source, Prince Harry and Meghan are demanding specific names. Put them on a list. We want a list. Who's responsible? Give me a list of everyone who didn't vote. Source said the couple reportedly want to know who put in the boot in and what on earth they've got to do to catch a break. Can you imagine being in a room and you're like, well, David and Victoria Beckham must be leaking stories about us. They're just trying to get our success. They're trying to get your success. They don't need your success. They don't need to write crazy made-up biographies and go on Oprah to get success. No, they're successful because they're famous, because they did something. They both were successful at things. Sports, music, fashion. Like, these two are like iconic celebrities due to talent. They seem to forget that they don't have any talent. And so now, why did we get this Emmy nomination? We should have finally been acknowledged for our talent. No. What is their answer? We must hunt down our haters in Hollywood. I want a list, damn you. Obie Scooby, get me that list. Oh, you foolish kids. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you, Scooby. These two are delusional. Now, if this is all true, again, as I get deeper into this, it is sometimes hard for me to believe that these two are this dumb. But I keep getting surprised more and more that, yeah, they are. They really are. And that's why so many of you are so fascinated by this story and continue to watch. And it's maddening. So, yeah, you need answers as to why you're not as popular right now. You gave up the golden goose. Once you go salacious and once you admit that you can't be trusted, your credibility's out the window. You're just shot. What do you do next? And now you try to make talent, prove that you're talented. Yeah. Good luck. And Meghan, you could argue right now as an actress, you have seeing a success right now with Suits. Check out this morning's video. But even that, like, she can't take advantage of it now because the strike. They really can't catch a break, but it's a combination of, you know, bad luck. There is a little bit of it, but also the fact that they're not talented. Even to have high, big, huge agency heads saying that they're not very talented. They aren't. They're just people. Prince Harry was just born into royalty and then was the spare and clearly doesn't know what to do with his life. He's completely lost. And Meghan just taking advantage of the royal. Woo! Let me click onto this. Yee-ha! Ride 'em, doggy. And that's what these two are. They're reality stars, is what they've become. Without a reality show. They made a Netflix documentary, but even then people were like, I don't want to watch more of this. Although I probably would. I wouldn't be surprised if they did just get some reality cameras to follow them. And we call it...
We want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy.
24/7 cameras filming our privacy. We call it privacy. Inside the Privacy. Meghan and Harry coming soon to Netflix. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. But anyway, wrapping this up, good luck. They won't stay silent. I don't know how you never do, for one. Two, what are you going to do? You're going to come out with a public quote. Prince Harry would like to say that David Beckham smells. Like, what are you going to do? You're not going to win a fight against these two. So I don't even know if I believe this quote. I believe they're furious. I believe they assumed the Beckhams were the ones leaking the stories. But come on. Like, these two have any time for that nonsense. Like, they're spending any time watching Royals videos. Give me a break. And their allegiance clearly is to the Queen and to William and Catherine, obviously. Not to the bozos who left in Montecito. Idiots. If you want more updates on the Royals, hit the subscribe here, hit the bell for all alerts. We will cover other stuff here, so smash the like button or dislike. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just click one and leave a comment down below.